Varón. Los hombres y mujeres de Ferden suelen ser considerados como iguales. Ambos disfrutan de una representación similar en la mayoría de las organizaciones, casas nobles y fuerzas militares. Los enanos se encuentran adscritos a su casta y tradición y llevan generaciones perdiendo la guerra por proteger de los engendros tenerosos la última fortaleza de lo que en otro tiempo fuera un vasto imperio subterráneo. Los enanos son robustos y presentan una elevada resistencia a todas las formas de magia, lo que les impide convertirse en magos. Bien. Pícaro. Los pícaros son hábiles aventureros procedentes de todos los estratos de la sociedad. Todos los pícaros son hábiles en abrir cerraduras y detectar trampas, y por ello son miembros valiosos de un grupo. No son buenos combatientes de primera línea, pero si consiguen rodear al enemigo, sus puñaladas traperas tienen un efecto devastador. Las especializaciones del pícaro son explorador, bardo, duelista y asesino. Beneficios de clase. Vale. Plebeyo. Naciste sin casta en una tierra en la que la casta lo es todo, y actuaste como lacayo y matón de un señor del crimen local. Toda tu vida pasó sin pena ni gloria, hasta que el azar ofreció una oportunidad de demostrar tu valía y por tus acciones y no por tu nacimiento.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat, can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy? You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in the middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
I'll treat her however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brat. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life. Well, unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I know. You've always been a good brother. Always tried to protect me. I should have told you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient. You know how desperate the nobles are for more children. They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward. Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care. As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him. His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with the concubine who bears a noble's son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something. It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl. But no hot-blooded dwarf can help himself. Those perfect lips, just made to be screaming my name. You must have had a few naughty thoughts yourself, huh? What do you say? Oh, at least I'd have something to eat. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we'd better get down to business. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oscius, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back. All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters. Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
I can work. Anything you want. My back's still strong.
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try it?
Spare Silver. My boy needs medicine.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of product.
This place is
Prices on all arms and armor, like they were crafted by the Paragon.
Go back to your dirt pile, scum.
I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? You realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through?
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true. They said that the servants needed to polish the floors on that side of the commons in preparation for the new commander's first commission.
Yes. The new Idukan commander's feast is tomorrow, isn't it? I suppose it can't be helped then.
Get out of my face, Brand. Get out of my face, Brand.
We won't get very far if you keep stopping to chat. What's up? Well, you know my suggestion. Go where the ale is. Man's a surfacer, so all he usually gets is that swill they make from grain or whatever. When he comes to Orzammar, he'll head straight for the real thing. Lichen malt. Straight up. 8 bits a tumbler. Now you're showing some sense. Come on.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
Hey, I was saving that seed.
That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name? Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him. I haven't. I wouldn't. I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that? No!
As you say.
Get away from me, you thugs! Barat won't get away with this.
I'll get on it.
Yes.
have to get this stuff back to Barat before he starts wondering what we've been doing.
I didn't see anything. Just go away.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius? Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you. You're catching on. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that, and I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. Topsiders see a couple of Darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar. They know dwarves are the best when it comes to Darkspawn, so they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day? Warrior named Averd is a long shot, and I've got a lot of coin riding on him. I want you to make sure he wins. Find his quarters, and find out when he faces off with Minar. Minar's the best in the lineup, but I'll give you a drug to slip in his water to make sure Averd has the edge. You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Averd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds. Looks legitimate. Go on through, then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Did you see that first bout? Ostar's helmet practically shattered.
Oh, sweetheart. Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up on this. He's still mad about the time I accidentally told that barkeep Barat had demanded free ale delivered to my door. Hey, I just had an idea. So, you've been rubbing my nose in how you're the meanest thing with a blade, right? Everd's armor is over there, and you're about the same size. Got it. It'll help if you can distract him, though. Just, talk to him so I can sneak past him without him noticing. Let's do it quickly. We don't have much time.
Hey, only fighters are allowed in these chambers. Who are you?
You've got that right. My fight should be called any moment now. You can come back and clean then. Well, that's a long and dramatic tale, and I'm not one to brag. Especially to some filth-faced trench worker. Aye, long and terrible they were. 100 men venturing into deep roads that no one's traveled in years. Everywhere we walked, we heard them, scratching in the walls. But they only attacked when we stopped. You got used to the smell of your brother's blood, but never to the Genlock's reek. It takes great skill, for if you let one wound you, the taint festers until you run mad. We die so the rest of you can live snug and remember the glorious days when our empire stretched beneath half the world.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the warrior Everd. Fighters, make final preparations, then report to the ring.
That's my fight. We'll finish this when I return victorious.
I got him! No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down. Where are you going? We can't leave now. Barat will kill us.
Stone met, Everd. I believe it is time for your bout. May fortune favor your fight, Everd. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for our honored guests, the Grey Warden. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Car Ellerin.
Don't choose the honor of the heart. Oh, solid.
Let's just fight!
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
It has begun. As you say, I shall do it. Very well. As you say, it shall be done. It has begun. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. It has begun. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. Will not fail. Come, let us end this. Of course.
The winner is Este! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalbo, proven in glory before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I shall do it. As you say. It has begun. I shall do it. It shall be done. Very well. It has begun. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. It has begun. It shall be done. I shall do it. It has begun. Very well. As you say. It has begun. Very well. I shall do it. As you say. Very well. It has begun. As you say.
The winner is Este! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embraced a new champion on their field. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, Silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I shall do it. It shall be done. Now you fall! Now we do battle! As you say. Very well. I shall do it. I shall do it. As you say. Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say. It has begun. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. It has begun. Now we do battle! I shall do it. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. As you say. It has begun.
The winner is Este! Lenka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against...
What? I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor!
Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait! I know that man! That's Everd! Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face. You insult the very nature of this proving. Guards, Take this filth away!
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me? How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight?
As soon as everyone saw your face, Brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and caste. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Barat.
You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall, and they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you. You're not in their cells anymore, and I don't think I appreciate the time and money it took to bribe the right people to get you back. You got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip. When Barat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath. You risked exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together, boys. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Leave off with your noise. You're giving me a headache. Where? I don't see nothing wrong. Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me.
Want to get away with this? We can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
done. Very well, I shall do it. It is done. It shall be done.
Got my back, right?
As you say. It is done. Very well, as you say. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Very well, it is begun. Very well, I shall do it. As you say. It shall be done. It is begun. As you say. Very well, as you say. It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. Very well, I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say. Very well, I shall do it. It is begun. Very well, as you say. I shall do it. Shall be done. It is begun. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it. I am sorry. As you say. It is begun. Very well. It is begun. It shall be done. As you say. It is begun. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Very well. It is begun. As you say. Very well. It shall be done. Begun. Very well. I shall do it. As you say. It shall be done. It is begun. Very well. As you say. I shall do it. Shall be done. It is begun. Shall be done. I shall do it. As you say.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done. this. We can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
Shall be done. Shall be done. Very well.
My fist. Fist. Say hi to face.
As you say. Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. Shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. Very well. As you say. Shall be done. It is begun. Very well.
Let's show them what for.
Shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. As you say. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun. As you say. Shall be done. As you say, I shall do it. It is begun. Very well.
My fist. Fist. Say hi to face.
Very well. As you say. Shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. Very well. As you say. Shall be done. Very well.
Got my back, right?
Cutting the whore free. If that turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
Ha! I know what you mean.
She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Let's teach this little duster a lesson.
More enemies ahead! I shall do it. Shall be done. Very well. It is begun. As you say. Shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. Very well. As you say. Shall be done. It is begun. As you say. Shall be done. Very well. As you say. I shall do it.
Got my back, right?
As you say. Shall be done.
You're gonna regret being born.
Very well.
see him there all when we're done with you, and you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him. You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here. Hail to the sodding king!
Well, he sure was talking like she's still alive. But I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek. Hey, could you tell Rika I killed him? I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all the stone. An excellent point. Now let's go find somewhere to hide.
I am done. Finished. What now?
There they are! Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist. He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. That I have found what I sought in Orzammar. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people, but it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight. Then you will be subject to whatever sentence the Shapers choose to impose. I think you know what that sentence would be. I would spare you from it, and for an excellent cause. And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer? If you leave now, I will not be able to protect you. The gods will jump at any opportunity to put you to death. You know that. If you wish to say your goodbyes, do so quickly.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best. Those are the rules of the Order. All Wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. I promise. My patron would never allow it. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me. I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you? Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky'll take care of her. She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life. Well, go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister? Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality. We'll be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar. Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime. I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days? Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Gracias por ver el vídeo.